So, good morning, everyone. Welcome back to your online class. Okay, so how are you this morning? So, let's get start with our lesson today with the lesson for Voyage to Mars. And today we are going to study on page 58. Okay, so in this lesson, you will study some of the vocabulary here. The first of all, you will learn about the word inventor, like telescope, void, atmosphere, extract permanently, inspire and analysis. You know that the inventor we are talking, the person who create or who make something that is not exist before. We can say the inventor can be the creator, innovator, designer, or advisor, developer, maker. Okay, those who create a new thing. So the telescope here, the meaning of this telescope here. So it is the optical instrument designed to make distant object appear nearer, and it contains an arrangement of lenses or of a curve error mirror and lenses by which rays of the light may collect it and focus on the resulting image magnified. Okay, like we can say that an object or a thing that we use it to look at a star or at a space. Okay, the researcher like Galilei, he is the one who invent the telescope that people can use it to see the star. What about Voyage? Okay, voyage means a long journey involving travel by seas or in space. So in our lesson, we talk about the voyage to Mars. So they talk about the traveling or the long, travel to another planet. Okay, and the example here you can see like it see similar to like the word like journey trip. Okay, like type of tour. Okay, and how about atmosphere, everyone? Atmosphere refer to the envelope of gases surrounding the Earth or another planet. So we can say like the air in any particular places. Okay, and you probably say like this area having a lot of um, forest or a lot of big tree, and this is can produce a great atmosphere for our life. A green, you can say that that is a green area, right? And the word extract, when you put the many things together, okay, and you try to extract one, mean you select one among of that. So to remove or to take out, especially by effort or force. So in the writing, we use the word extract. Mean we take some part of the main idea from the text. Okay, and sometimes we go like brief one. And in other words, when we talk about the word extract, it can be like the obtained like a subject or resources from something by a special method. Okay, What about permanently? The word permanently is opposite with the word temporarily. Okay. So permanently mean in a way that has or remain unchanged or like indefinitely for all times. So when example like your home right now, you live permanently or you live temporarily. If you live temporarily, I mean that you just live at that place just for a while only, not for a long time. But when you live it, live in it like permanently, mean you live it, it for all the times or forever at that home, right? So we go permanently, okay? And the next one we have like the word in spy up. Okay, this is a part of the compound proposition. And analysis. Analysis means to find or to understand the detail or examination of the element or structure of something. And you are just we talk about the news. Okay, when you read the newspaper, you see the title, you see the headline of the newspaper, and then you go deeper into the text. After you finish your reading, you also have to analyze that whether that the author who writes that news, and that news also can make sense or not, and you can analyze on that, and then you can like we can say like criticize on his or her writing. So without further ado, teacher would show you here about okay, some picture that you are going to match. So again, everyone, we have like the word inventor, soil, telescope, voyage, and atmosphere. So look, based on the picture, you see like write a word from the box under the correct picture. So the picture number 1, what do you see here? You see like a type of the object, okay, that can bring people to the space. So what is that? So number 1, voyage. Okay, what about number 2? He is like doing something to produce something, and simply like that thing never exists before. So that is we call he is the inventor. So number 2. Number 3, soil. How about number 4? Number 4, atmosphere. And number 5, telescope. Okay. And moving back to our grammar today, everyone, you are going to study about the model 2. We have like the models of possibilities and certainty. Okay, so modal verb of possibility and certainties include like could, like may, like might, should, and must. So we use could, may, or might to show the possibility or certainty. But you have to see here like they show only 50% or less certainty. So example like the word like could there be life on Mars? Okay. So the question, is showing that the thing that possibility it is not true at all, and even the one who answered that question, they don't have any evidence or to show that have the human or life living in the Mars. So can we use the word should there be life on Mars? This is just showing about the probabilities, okay? And we use again another one, we use could, may or might to show about the possibility, and the action of that can be 50% or less certainty. And should and ought to, we use it to show about the probability or more than 50% certainty. So this is just degree of using the modal verb, like the word must, certainty, I mean logical inference. Example like because of the cold, we used to think all the waters there must be ice. Okay. And the example of should and ought to, like we ought to be able to adapt to the gravities on Mars. A plan to travel to Mars, should be inspire the young generations. If we go deeply to the form, teacher already taught you before. We use like the subject plus with the modal verb plus with the main verb. And the word like ought to, the modal ought to, we use ought to plus with verb 1, not ought plus with verb 1, okay? But in some way that we use these auxiliary verb, we have different types. Sometimes we use it to show about the possibility, probability, certainty, requesting, okay, and so on. Okay, so now teacher would like you to get practice here, everyone. Like circle the correct words. The first sentence, like he's a famous physicist and inventor, so he may or must be pretty smart. Number 2, I think Lisa has conducted similar research before. She must be able to answer your question. Number 3, we left early and traffic is light, so we should or may arrive on time. And number 4, I can't find my telescope. Okay, could or must someone have stolen it? So the sentence number 1 we use may and must. Teacher would like you to think of like the word may, we use it to show about the possibility, and must about certainty in our lesson. And he is a famous, so the famous one, he maybe is pretty smart or must be pretty smart. Pretty, I mean very, okay. What about I think Lisa has conducted similar research? Might or must, everyone, just similar research. You see some key term as well, like the left, we left early and the traffic is light, so we arrive on time. So should or may. And let's check the answer. Okay, so for the first sentence, the correct answer is must. The second one, the correct answer is might. And number 3 and number 4, should and could. Okay. So everyone, now we come to the end of our lesson today, and to brief again, today you have learned with this 8 vocabulary, and like the word inventor, telescope, voyage, atmosphere, extract, permanently, inspire of, and analysis. And the grammar that you have learned today about can, could, could, may, might, should, ought to, and must. And among of these modal 2, we use it to show about the possibilities and the certainties of the actions. So now it come to the end, and see you again in the second section. Everyone, goodbye.